2nd and 10 now from the 27. Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
The Browns first down.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Mayfield on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. It's a pickup of this running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now this time he'll look to throw. Open man is Duvernay. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And
they show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They run. Chubb. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Nick Chubb.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the 44-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again, Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, spinning away.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Mayfield now. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Odell Beckham Jr.
Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
The kick is...
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He's brought down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
3. It's 3rd and 1.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Browns 7, Ravens nothing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. From the gun, it's Jackson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Sam Cook.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Complete to
Nick Chubb. 83 yards, and the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it, and we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Browns 14, Ravens nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Conley. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. When I really feel it,
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete.
Jackson.
Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's